The Spotter Stand Live. Starring BSR Pockets, BSR Hot Rod, BSR Momo, BSR Joba, BSR Scar, BSR SR5, Eddie D, featuring BSR Wings, Bubba J, Vince Conway, BSR Rugrat, Gear, Big Vito, Palmion, Randy C, musical guest, BSR Mayhem, and your host, BSR Texan. Ladies and gentlemen, BSR Texan.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Spotter Stand. Coming at you live, just finished up Daytona opening week of the 2020 season. Getting ready to move on to Las Vegas. We got a great group with us here tonight. BSR Hot Rod, BSR SS Joba special guest tonight. Eddie D in the booth with us. Pockets, Palmian, Les, and Rugrat all with us tonight. How's everybody doing?
Doing
Hello.
good.
We're doing good.
Great. Thought you said it was a great group of people. SS Joba's in here.
Hey,
SS Joba had a great
Can't
week.
beat me. Got to join me, Pockets.
That's right.
I know it. I know it.
Well, as I was kicking off here, I watched the viewer count steadily drop. Now it seems to be right back up. So I don't know what.
Actually, have viewers?
Yeah, we've got a couple of viewers out there, mostly us, I think, but we've got a few watching. So we appreciate everybody tuning in live with us this week. We got a lot of info for you. Handed out some more bonus points toward the chase in all three of our major series, and we wrapped up race number 4 of the team series. Points tightened up in that series this week as well. So let's get right over to the racing that we had this week. We're going to start out with Wednesday night in our truck series. There's a view of your winner Wednesday night. Another great render. This time he gets to render his own truck, BSR Scar, and that number 83 takes the win on Wednesday night at Daytona in the truck series. Great job, Scar. Don't everybody speak at once.
Good race there, Scar.
Yeah, no,
I'm not seeing.
everybody's
I
quiet.
can't
as
get
hell.
my
My
YouTube.
hauler
I
broke
can't
down.
get
I
my
didn't make it to
YouTube
that
to
race.
work. I can't get it. Oh, there it goes. All right, I'm live now. Good job, Scar. Wednesday night, first race, right out of the gate. Scar puts himself on the board. That should put him somewhere in the standings. Minus the bonus points, it puts him in the lead of the series, doesn't it?
He's going to start the truck
Yeah.
series out in the lead, yes, and 3 bonus points toward his chase as well. Let's go over here. We'll take a look right quick at our race results from Daytona. BSR Scar with the win. Myself, Texan, coming in second place. BSR Pockets in third. Eddie D with the top 5, bringing home 4th place there. And Momo rounding out the top 5 in 5th. Momo also leading the most laps at Daytona in the trucks. Scar led quite a few with 15. That was a great race. We had some great races really all week. A few cautions, but not terrible, not a whole lot, and a lot of great racing. We had some green flag pit stops. A great way to kick off the season.
Yeah, as we've seen last year, these bonus points that we're picking up right now could actually decide things.
Oh, yes. These series were all very close at the end of the season, last race of the chase. Nobody had a championship wrapped up going into any of these races. I know Mayhem. He did win 2 of the championships last year, and he had a decent lead in one of them. The other one, he had to, in the trucks, he had a decent lead, but I don't think he had it wrapped up going into Homestead. But he had to work for that other one, that Cup Series win. He had to work for that one. There was a lot of back and forth, and who was going to be the champion changed several times. Yeah, blown gear. I'll never get to live that one down. Lost the championship, blew 4th gear in the last race of the season. Yeah, that's the brakes. That's racing, man. That's how it goes.
That's breaking.
Let's take a look at our standings here in the Truck Series. 1 race in, it is BSR Scar with the lead by 3 points over myself, 4 points over Pockets, 5 points over Momo, and we have a tie for 4th place between Momo and Eddie D, both 5 points back. And Hot Rod sitting right there just with another tie. So first race of the season, 2 ties, actually 3 ties. We got a tie for last place between Gear and Rugrat, both down by 13. Tie for 4th, tie for 6th between Hot Rod and Bubba J. You know, we seem to start out this season with ties a lot. You know, you get people that lead laps, people that don't. They only finish 1 spot away from one another, and you end up with some ties here. And I think that usually carries into the 2nd race, 3rd race of the season just about every year with, you know, points swapping out back and forth, different winners. But no different this year. Several ties to start the year off. SS Joba, I don't see your name on this list. You didn't make the
No,
race, did you?
my hauler broke down on the way to the track. I never made it to the track.
On purpose, he paid the driver to take a detour and go the other way.
You think I was scared?
No, you don't like running the trucks. I know.
No, I'm not. I loved running the trucks. I'm just not a big fan of Trucks Super Speedway.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
What's up there, Chris Hurd? We see you out there. That's Chris Chaos, is it not?
Yeah,
Chris Chaos,
known
aka
as
Bitchhorn.
Who
Bitchhorn.
needs to be on this list here? I don't know why he's not in here racing with us this season. Just kicked off a brand new season. You need to get back in here and do some racing, Chris.
Absolutely, man.
So let's go over and we will take a look at Thursday night Cup Series. We'll just take this. Well, no, before we do this, what do we got coming up tomorrow night in the trucks?
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. Let's go back over here to the schedule. Yeah.
Las Vegas.
Vegas
Dear
coming
Jammer,
up
get
next
in
week.
here.
Get in
Gotta love
here.
Las Vegas.
Gear.
Yeah, get in here, Gear.
Get
We
in
need to
here.
talk to you. That's the questions the media wants to know.
Inquiring minds want to know. So it looks like after we race at Vegas next week, the trucks are going to be off for a few weeks. So I'm assuming we're going to go week after next. We will finish up the AK Dirt Series and also start the 2020 Dirt season.
That is correct.
So we got Vegas coming up tomorrow night in the trucks. Let's move over to the Cup Series. We'll take a look at how last week's race turned out and what we got coming up here in the Cup Series as well. So Daytona, you see your results there. Looks like SS Joba with the victory. Myself sat on the pole, it looks like. And Las Vegas coming up again this week in the Cup Series. So Wednesday night, Thursday night, we're going to be at Vegas and probably Friday night as well. Is Friday night race in Vegas? Or are they off?
No, they're in Vegas.
We all 3 nights in Vegas?
Not sure. Hold on. Let me go check the Xfinity schedule. Yes,
Truck
all 3
Series
nights
doesn't
are in
take their
Vegas.
break. Truck Series usually takes their breaks about, what is it, about 4 weeks in?
Nope, next week. They're off next week.
Really? Yeah, the schedule's changed, and I haven't had a chance to familiarize myself with it.
We
The
got some.
trucks don't.
We've got
Yeah,
some
the
good
truck-
races coming up here.
Yeah.
Vegas, California, Phoenix, Atlanta.
What?
Phoenix.
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 Ugh.
That's a
Ugh.
great track.
The
Ugh.
trucks will be off then till Atlanta.
A great place for like a water reservoir there in Arizona. Don't they need water? Or don't they need to store water and stuff like that? It'd be a great place for it. I can hold quite a bit of water, I would think.
Yeah.
Let's go over here and take
Yes,
a look
but
at
those are
our.
great. I'm excited about Atlanta and Las Vegas. I love California. The West Coast swing, Eddie D calls it. So there you go. Yes, let's go take a look, Texan.
Yeah,
Why
let's take
don't
a look at our race results here, right quick. You want to run us
Let's
down
do that.
these hot rod? You got them up?
Are they having trouble hearing us? I'm not hearing anything out of the hot rod rugrat.
What do you mean you can't hear me?
Here you know.
Oh, I hear
There
you.
we
He
go.
just asked you a question.
Well, I had to get the page up. I was working on
Oh, so the answer was no?
it. Yeah,
Oh, I'm working on it.
I hit the wrong button probably.
Those long moments of silence are concerning me. I'm thinking my headset's
I got
not working.
900 things going on. It's not like I just sit here and do this all day.
I know.
Jobo with the win. Pocket second. Texan third. Momo got fourth. And the original rookie rounds out the top five.
Yeah.
Yeah. The rookie, Palmian, with a bonus point to kick off the season.
Yeah, Eddie got a bonus point in trucks. I had to match him in the cup.
Yeah, you did.
That's a big deal right there, man. That's top five finish. His first race in 2020 after after a partial schedule in 2019.
Hey,
Comes into
that rookie had
Daytona.
that rookie had a good speed week and a good week this week also.
Yeah,
yes,
we did.
yes, he did.
I've got a render for us here of our winner. Let me get this truck down here. There it is. BSR SS Joba Bomb Squad Racing. That is a freaking awesome looking car, man. I love that car. That's a
Yeah,
good.
that's thanks to Wings, my painter. Does a great job on all my cars.
Wings, where is Wings? Get in here, Wings. Come race with us, Wings.
Yeah, we miss Wings. We haven't seen Wings in it seems like a couple of months now. It's been a while. Wings taking a little time off. Yeah, great job on the win, SS. 3 bonus points for your chase in the first race of the season. So you're kicking it off the right way, that's for sure.
That was a tough race. I mean, it was pit stops all night long that made that happen. On the money.
Yeah, that's what you got to do at these super speedway races. You gotta be able to make those pit stops consistently to be able to hang with the lead draft and be there at the end to be able to get
Right.
that win.
For sure.
Which
And
has,
I'll tell you,
And it is
That-
tough with the group we got in here because they all pit professionally.
was it Thursday night when all the trouble on pit road happened and there was a lot of
No, that was
drivers
Saturday
losing a
night.
lot of spots, or was that Friday night?
That was Saturday night. It was Saturday night. Everybody fell apart.
yes,
I think
yes, it was Saturday night.
Saturday
on the-
night, you guys all got black flags. I went from 5th to 2nd because you all got black flags.
no, I thought there was a big shakeup on Thursday night when a lot of people.
There kind of was, and that was kind of my fault. Somebody happened to get bumped by a 113 sliding into the pits.
I thought
I didn't get
thought
bumped.
a couple of people had some trouble on that last pit stop that led to a little shakeup of deal there. But yeah, that's a good win, Joe. That's the big show right there Thursday night. That's a huge win.
Yeah, it shows we only had 3 cautions there for a total of 10 laps. That gives us quite a few green flag pit stops in that race.
And 2 of them were motors. Quack early, and then me at the end, or towards the end. So that was 2 of them right there.
We only had 3, you said?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a good race. Like I said, it's a race you just can't fall off pit cycles. You gotta stay with it and come out with a pack somehow.
So while we're still on the renders here, let's go on and take a look at our winner from Friday night in the Xfinity Series. It was BSR Pockets, that number 38 American Truck Syndicate car. The American Truck Syndicate just subscribed to BSR Texan on YouTube. We appreciate that. We appreciate that there, Pockets. We can always use a
Very
few
well.
more subscribers. So, yeah, great job on Friday night, pulling off the victory, getting the 3 bonus points for the win in that Daytona race, and starting out the season with, I think you got a bonus point in all 3 nights. I believe you were in the top 5. So yeah, great job, man. Congrats.
Thank you very much. That was a hard fought battle right there. We wanted to try. We had a great speed weeks, and I mean we can't complain about our performance at Daytona the last 2 weeks. We've done really well. We've won 2 races in speed weeks, or we won 2 races the week of speed weeks. And then to come in here on Friday night and win that race with the competition level and everything, it's a pretty big deal, and we'll take it. We got some good bonus points, harvested up some good bonus points to carry on through the season with us and try to build on as we head to the last 10 races, the chase, and you know how Eddie D pointed out earlier how valuable those bonus points are. We scooped up enough bonus points that if we stay competitive all season long and stay up on that wheel, we'll be a legitimate contender when the chase happens, and then we'll see what happens in those last 10 races. It's a long, grueling season, but that's a good way to start it.
Oh yeah, you were a contender last season in several of these series, right up until the last race or 2.
Right up till we got to Phoenix.
Phoenix.
That's why I still want to turn it into a water reservoir. Hello, Donald.
Yeah. So yeah,
Grizzly, you're soaked.
accumulating these bonus points is definitely gonna make it all that much the better for you this year. Let's go over here, take a look at our schedule. Looks like the Xfinity Series is tracking right along with the Cup Series here for these first few weeks. Vegas coming up, California, Phoenix, Atlanta, all coming up on Friday night in the Xfinity Series as well. And let's take a look at our race results here from Thursday night.
I thought we were doing Friday.
Friday night. I'm sorry.
Hey, it's not easy setting a big chair, is it, Killa?
No, it's not. It's not.
Yeah, Tessa's had a hard day.
So anyway, Mr. Pockets with the win, Texan second, Bubba J third, Gear fourth, and Joba rounds out top 5.
Gear. Why he's not in here so we can ask him about this bonus point that he just got at Daytona. First race of the season on Friday night. 1 spot away from that bonus point in one of these other series. I saw him finished up in 6th place. But Friday night, Gear with the 4th place finish packs on a bonus point toward his chase here in the Friday night Xfinity Series. Great job, Gear. And again, great job, Pockets, on that victory.
So 3 of the part-timers from last season, 3 of the guys that joined midway through the series, midway through the season, come back to Daytona, and 3 of them get a bonus point.
That's right.
Is that what I'm hearing?
Each one in a different
on
race.
A different night, but
Yep.
yes.
Yep.
Eddie D
Yep.
on Wednesday night, Palmian on Thursday, and Gear on Friday. Also, we had a different winner all 3 of these nights.
That is correct.
Scar bringing home the win on Wednesday night, SS Joba Thursday night, and Pockets on Friday night. So starting out Daytona with, some great competition here. No repeat winners. 3 of the newest drivers all picking up bonus points toward their chase in 3 of these different series.
Yep, but now we start the grind, baby. So now
the
we'll
grind.
see. All the glamour and the gluts and the glories all done and over.
Good job, Gear. That's pretty impressive. So the seat time, we always tell these guys it's all about the seat time. They got quite a bit of seat time in 2019, and it's showing up here in 2020. So that's a pretty good deal. I was proud of those guys. I like to see that.
Yeah, us rookies are going to start taking away from you veterans. You just watch out.
There's a
Uh-oh.
couple of veterans
Somebody
that
throwing
need
down the
taken
gauntlet
away
here.
from them. Come get them. I'd love for y'all to get up there and tangle with them.
Oh,
Knock them out of
absolutely.
my way, maybe.
Let's go take a look here at the standings for Friday night. Pockets with the lead by 2 points over myself, 3 points over Bubba J. There's another tie for 4th place by SS Joba and Gear, both down by 4 points. Hot Rod sitting just outside the top 5, down by 6. Palmian down by 8, and another tie between Les and Eddie D for 8th place, both back by 9, and Rugrat back by 11 points. So Pocket starting off the lead on Friday night. Remember, this Friday night series, we do have 2 segments in this Friday night. So segment 1, we'll have a champion of segment 1 and a champion of segment 2 and an overall points leader as well, with those 2 segments combined. And now that I'm sitting here looking at these standings, I believe I forgot to take a look at the standings in the Cup Series. Let's go over to our Cup, back over to the Cup Series here for a second and see exactly how we stand here. SS Joba with the win, and we've got a tie for 2nd place here between myself and Pockets, both down by 3. Momo down by 5. Palmian rounding out the top 5, down by 7. And then there's another tie between Big Vito and Gear Jammer for 6th place, down by 8 points. Bubba J down by 9. Eddie D down by 10. Hot Rod back by 11. Les down by 12. And another tie for 12th place between SR5 and Quack, both down by 14 points. So tying.
I like the way that sounded. The battle between Big Vito and Gear Jammer.
That's right. 2 of the
It's like
newer
a wrestling
drivers.
match.
What's going on up there?
So let's go over to Saturday night then. We just finished up race number 4 of season 40 of the Saturday Night Team Series. Yeah, let's see if I can find. There we are, season 40. And let's go back over here to our schedule before we reveal the points. Race results. It was the Aftershock team finally bringing home a victory in this team series. We had to go 4 races before we were able to finally pull one off. Black Car Mafia bringing it in 4th place, and then the Trump team bringing it in 5th place. So Aftershock, we had a great race this Saturday night, and we only had one little mishap at the very end of this race. I led the most laps, was in the lead, as we were talking about earlier. There was about 4 of us, I believe, on the lead draft, and during the last pit stop, everybody but myself got a black flag and had to go back in. So I ended up out in the lead all by myself. Nobody drafting with me, but nobody really within range to catch up to me. And all of my teammates were 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place. So we were literally about to bring home 1, 2, 3, 4, and force these other teams back to 5th and 6th place finishes. But I blew up with about 4 laps to go, and my teammate SS Joba ends up bringing home the victory. We still got the win. At least we took that lead the most laps bonus point away from any of these other teams, even though we didn't get to bring it home. We didn't let these guys bring it home either. And with the Mafia finishing in front of the Trump 2020 team, Mafia gained some on Trump 2020, and Aftershock gained some on Mafia and Trump 2020. So this tightened the points up. They were closer last week tightened the points up a little bit, but this week has tightened them up even more. Let's go over here and take a look at how they stand right now. Trump 2020 with 2 wins in this series still holds the lead. But now it's Aftershock, moved back up to second place, only down by 6 points. And the Black Car Mafia in third, only down by 8 points.
Nice.
I believe before we went into this race, the Mafia was in second, down by 9. And Aftershock was in third, down by 13 or 14 points.
13.
13. So, yeah, much tighter. 6 races still to go in this season number 40. So 6 races, a lot can happen. Hopefully that Trump 2020 team doesn't win 2 or 3 more of these. They've been a tough team to deal with this season. They've gotten several wins and a second place this last race with the 5th place finish. That's their worst finish so far. So, hell, when your worst finish of the season is 5th, you're doing something right. That Trump team is definitely doing something right this season.
And the reason we finished 5th was because me and Momo both got black flags on the last pitch out.
This last week?
Along with half the other people that were in the lead draft at the time.
Would it be safe to say that they're making racing great again?
I think it would. I think it would.
All I got to say is, you got Trump.
There's some people still looking for an impeachment, though.
That's right.
They can look all they want because they got Trump too.
Let's go back over to the schedule here. Let's take a look at what we've got coming up. So it looks like we are still in the Cup cars this Saturday back at Daytona. And then we will move over to a couple of truck races, Talladega in the trucks and Daytona in the trucks. What else do we have? Is that all the truck races? No, we got 3 truck races left to go. We'll move back into the Cup cars at Talladega, then back into the trucks at Daytona. We'll finish up the season at Talladega in the Cup cars. So we will be in the Cup this Saturday night at Daytona. Vegas for the rest of the week, all 3 nights, Las Vegas, Wednesday night, Thursday night, and Friday night, finishing off the week with Daytona in the Cup cars. I've got another render for you guys here. Another great render from BSR Scar of that number 56 Aftershock car. SS Joba bringing home the win for our team. Great job, SS. And I'm glad you didn't come back because we were saying and joking about it earlier. SS was about to come back and help me in the draft, seeing how he was so far off the lead draft when I came out of the pits and I said I was all alone. He was about to drop back and help me draft, but he didn't realize that everybody else had gotten the black flag, and I was all by myself. So really, I didn't need that draft help, and it was better for him to just stay where he was. And I'm glad you did. We brought it home 1, 2, 3. And
yeah, I'm glad we discussed that because I started to actually fall back to Bubba J, and Palmion, and everybody was like, no, there's no reason to, because I didn't realize that Hot Rod and Pockets and everybody else had got black flags on that last run.
Yeah, he was so completely oblivious to the fact that we were 1, 2, 3, and 4. Where you had me and Bubba J going, no, you don't understand.
Well, I went in the pits and I was in like 5th or 6th spot, and I was like, well, just hoping to get a top 5 out of the thing, and then I come out and I'm doing 2nd all of a sudden.
Yeah, the only other person that was a threat to any of that position was Eddie D, who was right on my tail. And he even started out ahead of me. I just happened to have a better, a little bit faster of a car. So when I caught up to him, we were in the middle of a corner. So I went around him instead of, lining up behind him. And other than that, we were it.
Yep. And you guys caught me right at the end.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Especially once we got up with Bubba J. Yeah,
so we got a little bit lucky there. we'll have to admit that we got a little bit lucky with the other teams getting black flags, and
That's just racing.
yeah, that happens. And the fact that I ended up blowing up, a little bit unlucky, but that's all right. We still brought home the win, and we closed up the points. So it's going to be interesting to see where it goes this week after we leave Daytona.
And for the record, I will say I made Rookie fight for that third place spot.
Yeah, he did try to take up as much of the track as he wanted to. I just had a little bit better of a run. If it weren't for the fact that we were coming out of, I think, turn 2, we were just getting ready to come out of turn 2, and I'm like, I've got nowhere to go. It's either hit him and wreck, or just swing under him last second and go by.
Right, you came around me, then that's about time that Killa blew up, and then it was raced back to the yellow flag.
Yeah, I don't know. No, we caught Bubba J before the caution came out.
Yeah, you guys raced me back to the yellow flag
Yeah.
with 4 to go.
Well, I just know we were racing back to the yellow flag, and I was all over Rookie's back bumper trying to get around him.
Oh yeah.
Probably the only thing that saved me from getting passed by all three is.
Yeah, Eddie. When you and I had that nice drag race down the backstretch, I just happened to have that low line, which got me, that little advantage going into the corner, and I just did a slide job on you. Yeah, I slid up in front of you going into 3 and 4 because that low line gets that little bit of a lurch, and then I just took your lane away.
Yeah, and that's what racing's all about, right there to me.
Oh yeah, we had fun.
So before we get into the bonus points, I've got one more pick I would like to show you guys. I'm going to have to add this one in here right quick because I just now downloaded it. I think you guys will enjoy this. This is BSR Rugrat in the American Truck Syndicate hoodie recently received, which I from what I hear, this was sent to Larry, and it was taken from him by Rugrat almost immediately, where she also grabbed the 2019 Dirt Trophy there and went and took a pic with it. And then I believe it was taken from Rugrat, and she said she hasn't seen it since. Is that right, Rugrat?
Yep, my mom claimed it.
And that was a gift from our good friend Big Vito Donald Vogel to Larry and I. So thank you for his wonderful gift. Donald is a great guy. Donald is such a good guy. I'm almost getting tired of telling people how good a guy Donald is. I'm just kidding. Donald is a fantastic guy. He really is. He does a lot for people. Doesn't he, Eddie?
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. I will say I am one of his benefactors as well.
He is just the epitome of just, I mean, that guy, when you hear the term the guy would give you the shirt off of his back, that's Donald right there, because he will, literally.
Thank you, Donald.
So let's go ahead and take a look at our bonus points. After Daytona, we have given
Let's
away
look at those.
2 sets of bonus points now.
Bonus points myself.
There are our Truck Series bonus points right now. So we got 2 boxes filled. The AK Racer Daytona, where everybody in the top 5 got 1 bonus point. And in the season opener at Daytona, the winner, got 3 bonus points. Second place 2, third, fourth, and fifth all got 1 bonus point. So there's your top 5 for the trucks: Scar, Texan, Pockets, Eddie D, and Momo. As you see, Scar is added now to the win a race or race winners box over there. There's a 0 next to his name currently. We want to get him in there, acknowledge that he has won a race in the regular season, but his bonus points are over there in that Daytona box. He got 3 bonus points, not just 1 for that race. So If you look over in the totals bonus point box, it looks like myself and Scar currently tied for the lead here with 3. And then you got Pockets, Momo, and Eddie D, all with 2 bonus points there. SS Joba also in there with 1 bonus point. So Eddie D with the top 5 in AK and the top 5 at Daytona. So you finished in the same spot there, 4th place in the truck series in the AK Daytona 500. Or Daytona, what is it, 200 that we run? And
Yes.
also 4th place in the season opener, Eddie. So you picking up 2 bonus points in this truck series right off the bat. You're tied with 2 other drivers for second in bonus points right now.
Yeah, and I can't believe the way the season's starting so far. I knew there was improvement towards the end of last season, but the way this season's starting off, I'm just amazed.
Well, hopefully you can keep that momentum going here when we go into Las Vegas. You've got a little experience under your belt now, and most of the tracks that we're going to be coming up on, you have raced at least once before. So it's not like you're coming to these tracks for the first time now. So you have a little bit of seat time on some of these tracks, and I'm sure you will definitely improve over last season. You and Palmian, Eddie D, Gear Jammer, all of you coming up on this new season here. You've all got some track time at most all of these tracks we're going to be coming up to. You guys have got a little edge, I think, on Palmian. We're still going to be coming up on some tracks he's never raced at, like, say, Atlanta. Actually, some of you guys, I think you guys have raced Atlanta with us, but that was usually a 1 race per season, and it's at the beginning of the season. So
I think Pocono is going to be one of the new ones for rookies.
Yeah.
there will be several new ones in there for him, but seeing you guys all starting out the season great, getting a bonus point, and like I said, coming back to tracks you have at least got a little seat time at now. You're definitely going to improve over last season. So let's go and take a look here at our Xfinity Series bonus points. Xfinity Series, it was BSR Pockets pulling off the win on Friday night, getting the 3 bonus points. Myself in second picked up 2 bonus points. Bubba J, Gear, and SS Joba all picking up a bonus point as well at Daytona. And same thing, we moved Pockets over to the race winner's box. 0 next to his name, but he got his 3. And Pockets starting off this Xfinity Series in the lead, 2 points ahead of anybody else over there in that totals. Pockets with 4 bonus points right now in the Xfinity Series. Then we've got 3 drivers tied. Gear Jammer, myself, and Bubba J all have 2 bonus points. Momo, SS, and Hot Rod all have got 1 bonus point. So Pockets, man, you're definitely right there on Friday night in this Xfinity Series, already with a 2-point lead here in bonus points.
Hey, Randy, you see that? I've got 4 bonus points. That's crazy. How about that? I'll take those 4 bonus points. And, we've already talked about all of these series came down to, 4 bonus points going into the last race at wherever it is. Where is the last race now?
Phoenix.
Oh, my God.
Your water hole.
I'm going to need more than 4 bonus points. That ain't going to do it, Texan. Yeah, my reservoir.
We've got a lot of other races. You can see all the boxes here to fill. So the next big bonus point race for us will be the Spring Texas race.
Or Texas.
Yep.
Texas.
At Spring Texas race. Another 3 bonus points for the win, 2 for second. And then we'll be heading into, I believe, the All-Star race will be the next one. Michigan.
Is the final one.
Yep. And then we got the segment bonus points to hand out as well. And as we know, you make almost all of these races. So you're going to get your full bonus points for attendance as well. So starting it off right. And I know you run pretty decent at Texas, so you got a pretty good chance picking up some bonus points there too.
Yeah. It'll be exciting. That's all I can say. I'm ready.
That's right. Let's take a look at the Cup Series bonus points. It was SS Joba picking up the 3 bonus points on Thursday night. Pockets, second place, getting 2 bonus points in the Cup. Myself, Momo, and Palmian all getting 1 bonus point there. And SS Joba moved over to the race winners box. And it is Pockets once again with the lead in bonus points in the Cup Series. SS with the 3 bonus points plus the 1 in the AK race is right behind him with 4 bonus points. And then we've got a few drivers. Looks like myself and Momo both tied with 2 bonus points. Hot Rod and Palmian both with 1 bonus point. So there we are. Pockets, you're leading the bonus points in 2 of these series. 4 points on Friday night, 5 points on Thursday night. Those extra 2 points from the shootout really helping you out. You've got bonus points so far in every bonus point race that we've had. You got them in AK, you got them at the shootout, and you got them again at Daytona. So you're doing all you can do here this year.
Well, Daytona is, Daytona holds a special place in Team 38's heart. At Super Speedway, we consider ourselves to be very successful at super speedways because we are. All the other tracks, not so much. But it seems like the shorter the track, the worse we are. But there are some good speedway tracks out there that I really like Kansas and Chicagoland, and I love California. I love Las Vegas. We're going to a few of them here in the upcoming weeks, and we'll just see what the future holds for us, and we're going to get out there and try to add some more of those bonus points so that we have a shot going into the chase.
And SS been doing great as well at the beginning of the season here, picking up bonus points in Thursday, Friday night, both of those races. And I know the weather is going to be getting a little better here in the next month or two, and SS, you're going to want to be out riding that motorcycle, but we're hoping you can make several more of these races this season. Hopefully you'll be around for a lot more of them and be another contender come chase time at the end of 2020. I see he's got his mic muted there, so I'm sure he's hoping for that as well.
I'm sure he is too. I'm almost positive. And while we're at this point right here, I do want to mention Ryan Newman and how happy we are that he is still with us after that horrible, horrible wreck at Daytona. And I made a post last night on Facebook, and I said, for all of the people that have ever said, yeah, it's just cars going around in a circle. Yeah, it's not really that. It's really a lot more than that. And you've seen yesterday, for those of you who did see, exactly what it can be at its worst moment. And thank God he's still alive, and we want to wish him a speedy recovery.
Yeah, Ryan Newman.
Amen, and absolutely.
Ryan Newman been around NASCAR for a very long time and been a great competitive racer and a great competitor. And I heard you talking earlier, Pockets, about how you've actually met him in person and what a great person he is as well. So, yeah, we all second, third, and our prayers go out to Ryan Newman and his family. And like you said, we're glad that he is still with us. And hopefully he'll have a speedy recovery.
We sure do hope so. Yes, he and his wife were just absolutely wonderful people to me and my wife. They treated us just like they treated us very well, and that was really heartbreaking to see. But that's the thing about racing, is that element's always right there. And as good and as professional as those guys are, when you get to one of those plate tracks like that with the speeds, it's just bound to happen. And, the safety is there, but you're only going to be able to be so safe going damn near 200 miles an hour on a bank track like that with cars with inches from each other. That's bound to happen, and you hate to see that when it happens that severe. That's one of the worst ones I've ever seen. And I tell you what, back in Newman's early career, he had a crash at Daytona that was
Almost the
pretty
same as that
horrific. It was horrific. I mean, and he actually walked out of that one, didn't he, Larry? Didn't he climb out of the car
Yeah.
after that one?
Yeah.
That one tore the
he
back
sure did.
axle plumb off the car. He tumbled through the. It was they were comparing it to Rusty Wallace that time, and I mean that's still there's still highlights of that car. You see that? I'm almost positive that was when he was in the Alltel car
Yes,
at
it was.
Daytona,
Yep.
going across the right there. What do they call it? They call it the ball field. I heard him say that the other day on the race, that big grass section between pit road and the flag stand is called the ball field. He rolled through there, I don't know how many times, 10 or 12, and I mean, it was horrific. So that guy's had some, I mean, he's been in some terrible, terrible crashes, but that one just, I mean, that was horrific with that car hitting him like that when he was upside down. And like I said, I think it was worth noting that we all support racers and we love those guys, and we don't want to see anything bad happen to them. And so thank goodness he's still with us.
Well, I think that's about all we've got for you this week. We had some, like I said, great races at Daytona. Great way to open the season for 2020. Looking forward to this week at Las Vegas. And hopefully all of you guys will turn out tomorrow night. And we'll have a great race in the truck series. Maybe BSR Mayhem. Has anybody heard anything out of him? If he's still doing the band thing, or if he's going to be able to come back and race with us this week? Skinny Jean?
There was a lot of things I could say right there. I'm not going to.
Go
I
ahead.
don't want to get
What?
kicked off of YouTube.
He's still out. He's
Is
still
he
out at band
still-
camp.
Is he still? I'm thinking, yeah. Is he still what? Yeah, he still is. I promise you. I have
you
got
know-
heard for surely we will see him in a few days. I'm almost positive whether we want to or not.
Well, I guarantee you he's having just as much fun as we are.
A quick thing about the accident with Ryan Newman. You do realize he's the first person ever to be extracted from the bottom of the car.
Really, is that where they got him out of?
Yes.
Hell, they didn't really have much choice. I've never seen a car. I tell you, the
I think they
fuel
were-
pouring out the car was more concerning to me than anything at that actual moment when they were showing right after the car had come to rest. I was terrified that, and I still don't know how that fuel didn't ignite. That was
Well, it was
horrible.
burned. If it wouldn't have been for the fuel cell, it probably would have exploded.
Yeah, and I've seen some pictures of that car afterwards on the rollback, and it was just, I mean, unbelievable.
Yeah, I guess by what they were afraid to flip the car over anymore to get him out through the side or the top. So they took him out through the bottom side.
Yeah,
Like
because
the
you know,
side at
thumping that
bottom.
car over, if you're injured or that, if he has a neck injury, which is highly possible that he has a severe neck injury. Thump that car over. I mean, you could just the blunt force of thumping it over. I mean, you could paralyze somebody or anything like that. So yeah,
So they cut him like through the side and the bottom frame rail.
you know, they put that escape hatch on top of the car. They might need to put one under the bottom of it. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, that has got to be the most terrifying feeling ever to be. You know how scrunched up, and you can't be even slightly claustrophobic to be able to climb in one of them cars and put a helmet on, but to be upside down in that thing and not be able to move, that's got to be in fuel. That's just.
The best thing with him is he was probably knocked out, so he probably didn't know the car was burning, so he probably don't have no memory of that. But
Yes.
that's
That's. It might have been a good thing that he was unconscious, because that would have been a horrifying to try to be struggling to try to get out of there. You know what I mean?
Yep, I was at a race car that was on fire, and it's definitely no fun.
Yep. Well, glad he's okay. 2000. I met him in 2001, I believe.
That would have been the early days of his NASCAR career.
When he was the Rocket Man.
Yes. Met him at Talladega at the International Motorsports Hall of Fame. Him and his lovely wife, Chrissy.
Yep, when it came to qualifying day, you looked at Newman and said, yep, he's going to be on the pole.
Yep, he did get a lot of them back in them days, didn't he?
He got the record for the most poles in a season, I believe. At that time, he definitely had the record, because that's how he got the nickname the Rocket Man.
The Rocket Man, that's right. That's right.
Now, I don't know if that record still holds, but I'm pretty sure it does.
Well, we appreciate everybody tuning in out there live on YouTube tonight. And thanks to all you guys for coming in and helping out once again with the spotter stand. Looking forward to seeing you all on the track tomorrow night and in the upcoming week at Las Vegas. And we will be back next Tuesday night with all the racing news from Vegas and the upcoming week of racing here at Bomb Squad Racing. With that, we are out of here. We will see you guys on the track tomorrow night.
See ya.
Bye, everybody.
Holla!
Later.
See ya.
Bye.